Janice Simpson here with Janice Simpson 777 Training Programs. Today I'd like to talk to you about the psychology behind the aesthetic sale. So when a patient comes in, you want to recognize what category, if you will, of patient that you're talking to. Are you dealing with a person interested in long-term benefits, short-term gratification, or instant gratification, or a bit of both? You'll find that most of your patients will fall into the bit of both category, but let's take a look at each one. Long-term benefits is the patient that is willing to spend a little bit more time to get the results that they're looking for. So they're going to be your device treatment services, your skin resurfacing, your chemical peels, your retail. They're going to come in once every 3 to 5 weeks or 4 to 6 weeks and get a treatment. They're going to be consistent and they're going to be patient with the process. This patient, it's important that you do progress photos, not just before and after, but about 3 to 4 weeks into your treatment plan. You want to do some progress photos and keep them motivated about where they're going. Now, in the meantime, they may integrate some short-term benefit treatments, but initially their biggest concern is getting top dollar for top notch, and these can be highly lucrative patients to the practice because they choose services that are more profitable for you and get the best long-term results for them. The next category of patient is the instant gratification patient. Now, this is the one that just wants to pop in every now and then because they see their forehead moving. These are your injectable patients. Maybe they just want their lips done or something. Now, there's a difference here because with the instant gratification patient, you also have a timeline sensitive. It's important to know the difference. The two personalities fall in the same category. However, it's circumstances that are leading them to the instant gratification and not so much the psychology of the sale. It could be that person that a couple of weeks before a special event pops in because they want to have their best look for a class reunion, or maybe they decide that they're just feeling lackluster and they got a wedding coming up, that sort of thing. It's important not to confuse the long-term benefits or the bit of both patient category with a person that's in your office for timeline sensitive treatments. So what you want to do with instant gratification is you want to certainly educate the patient about the benefits of laser, chemical peels, your skin resurfacing, any of the services that take 3 to 6 months to complete that have a little bit higher ticket. You might convert an instant gratification patient to a long-term benefits patient just by providing that information. Okay, so with instant gratification, if that's all they want is their injectables, by all means hook them up. But I recommend that you have some sort of system in place. I like my Rock Your Tox program. So if they buy 50 units of the traditional dosing of the toxins that you get with Juvo and other brands, you would definitely offer them like 50 units for $550 or 100 units for $1,000. That way they are getting the best bang for their buck and you got retention. If you are interested in the Rock the Tox or Rock Your Tox program, you can reach out to me. It's included with your 7 steps to a sale. Okay, so moving on to the bit of both patient. Now, these are going to be the majority of your patients coming in if you use my methodologies to close your sales. So you're going to find that this is the person that may not know what they need. They want you to tell them. It's going to be the person who comes in thinking they need injectables, but they have static wrinkles. And we know that static wrinkles are not going to be corrected with injectables for the most part. They could soften, but full correction cannot be guaranteed. So a bit of both patients are always super fun because you're doing something right from the start. Say, okay, so they choose a package of skin resurfacing treatments of any sort, plasma, pen, whatever it is that you do in your office. And then they'll also tuck in the injectable. So you can do some instant gratification stuff and then schedule them for a month later to start the other programs. Okay? So when the patient comes in, remember, you're not just treating what's on the schedule. You're talking to the patient. Find out what they're in there for. What is their motivation? Remember, we're selling with emotion, we're closing on logic. So you're finding out emotionally, why are they in your office? And then when it comes time to close, we're closing with numbers so that we recommend a treatment plan that is within the patient's reasonable goals, timeline, and budget. If you follow my methods, I promise you, you will close sales 90% of the time and increase your average ticket. Watch and see.